You need to watch this if you struggle with landing a software developer job. Hey everyone, welcome back to Coderversity. Today, we're diving deep into why it's so tough to land a software developer job in 2024. If you're struggling with no interviews or callbacks, stick around because we've got some solid reasons and actionable tips for you. What worked a couple of years ago might not cut it today. We're going to break down the top reasons why getting that software developer job feels like climbing Mount Everest. And more importantly, how to conquer this challenging landscape. Let's decode the current state of the tech job market and equip you with the knowledge to navigate it successfully. So, you're ready to launch your software development career, but it feels like you're stepping into a packed stadium. Everyone and their cousin is learning to code these days. And while that's awesome for the tech world in general, it creates a very real challenge for job seekers. The truth is, the market is experiencing a surge of new developers, and that influx inevitably leads to increased competition for those coveted job openings. Think about it. Coding boot camps are popping up left and right, churning out eager graduates ready to dive into the industry. Online learning platforms are making coding education more accessible than ever before, empowering a new wave of self-taught developers. And let's not forget the steady stream of computer science graduates from universities worldwide. It's like everyone suddenly decided to join the software development party. And while there's plenty of room to dance, finding your spot on the dance floor can feel overwhelming. To put things into perspective, let's look at some numbers. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics projects that employment in software development will grow by a whopping 22% from 2020 to 2030, much faster than the average for all occupations. That translates to roughly 189,200 new developer jobs each year. Now that sounds promising, right? Well, here's the catch. In 2022 alone, over 200,000 students graduated with computer science degrees in the US. So we've got a situation where the number of new developers entering the market might actually outpace the number of new jobs being created. Understanding these challenges is the first step to overcoming them and landing that dream developer role. So we've talked about the crowded playing field, but here's another curveball. The tech world is a relentless beast, constantly evolving and changing at a breakneck pace. What's considered cutting edge today might be obsolete tomorrow, and this constant state of flux directly impacts the job market. Employers are in a constant race to stay ahead of the curve, which means they're looking for developers who are not just proficient in the latest technologies, but also adaptable and eager to learn new skills on the fly. Think of it like this. You wouldn't bring a flip phone to a smartphone party, right? Similarly, walking into a job interview with outdated skills is like showing up with the wrong dress code. It's not just about knowing how to code. It's about knowing how to code using the tools and frameworks that are in high demand right now. Remember when React was just a buzzword in the development community? Now it's practically a requirement for front-end development roles. Or how about the rise of cloud computing platforms like AWS and Azure? Companies are scrambling to adopt these technologies, creating a huge demand for developers with cloud expertise. The point is, the tech landscape is constantly shifting, and what employers are looking for today might be completely different a year from now. So, how do you stay ahead in this never-ending game of catch-up? It's all about embracing a mindset of continuous learning. Don't just master one programming language or framework. Be open to exploring new ones. Stay updated on industry trends by following tech blogs, attending webinars, and participating in online communities. The good news is, there are tons of resources available to help you do just that. The key is to be proactive and make learning a continuous part of your journey as a developer. Okay, so we've established that the job market is crowded and the tech landscape is constantly changing. But here's another hurdle. Employer expectations are higher than ever. Companies aren't just looking for coders. They're looking for versatile tech wizards who can wear multiple hats, juggle complex projects, and seamlessly integrate into their existing teams. While it's true that employers are looking for well-rounded candidates, it's not about being a master of everything. Instead, it's about demonstrating a solid foundation in core development principles, a willingness to learn new things, and the ability to adapt to different situations. Think of it like building a house. You wouldn't expect a construction worker to be an expert in plumbing, electrical, and carpentry all at once, right? But you would expect them to have a solid understanding of construction basics, the ability to follow blueprints, and the willingness to learn new skills as needed. Similarly, as a software developer, you don't need to be a walking encyclopedia of every programming language and framework. However, you should have a strong grasp of fundamental concepts like data structures, algorithms, and software design patterns. These are the building blocks of any good software, regardless of the specific technologies used. So, how do you build this diverse skill set and meet those seemingly daunting employer expectations? It's all about being strategic in your learning and focusing on skills that are in high demand across the industry. First, master the fundamentals. Make sure you have a strong understanding of core computer science concepts and a deep knowledge of at least one programming language. Next, diversify your skill set. Don't just be a front-end developer or a back-end developer. Aim to be a well-rounded full-stack developer. Finally, don't underestimate the power of soft skills. Let's face it, the economy has seen smoother days. Global uncertainty, inflation, and fears of a recession have cast a long shadow on many industries, and tech, unfortunately, isn't immune. When the economic climate gets shaky, companies tend to tighten their belts, and one of the first things to feel the squeeze is often hiring. This can translate to fewer job openings, longer hiring processes, and increased competition for those coveted developer roles. Think of it like this. When a storm's brewing, most people seek shelter, right? Companies react similarly during economic downturns. They become more cautious about their spending, prioritize stability over rapid growth, and often hit the pause button on new hires unless they're absolutely essential. This doesn't mean that all tech hiring comes to a grinding halt, but it does become more selective. Companies are more likely to prioritize experienced hires who can hit the ground running and contribute immediately. So, how do you navigate this uncertain economic landscape and increase your chances of landing a developer job? It's all about showcasing your value proposition and proving to potential employers that you're not just another candidate, you're an investment. First and foremost, make sure your skills are razor sharp and up to date. In a competitive job market, you need every advantage you can get, and having in-demand skills can make all the difference. Consider focusing on areas that are particularly resilient during economic downturns, such as cybersecurity, cloud computing, or data science. Secondly, highlight your adaptability and willingness to wear multiple hats. Companies are more likely to invest in candidates who can contribute across different areas and adapt to changing priorities. Finally, don't underestimate the power of networking. Building relationships and getting your name out there can open doors to opportunities that might not be publicly advertised. Remember when your biggest competition for a developer job was probably someone in your city or state? Well, those days are long gone. Thanks to the rise of remote work, the talent pool has expanded from a local pond to a global ocean. Now, you're not just competing with developers in your area, you're competing with talented individuals from all corners of the world. Think about it. A company based in San Francisco can now hire a developer based in Bangalore, Berlin, or Buenos Aires without batting an eye. This global talent pool gives companies access to a wider range of skills, experiences, and perspectives, but it also means that you're up against a much larger and more diverse group of candidates. But here's the thing. While remote work might seem like it adds another layer of complexity to the job search, it also presents a unique set of opportunities. For starters, it levels the playing field in terms of location. It doesn't matter if you're in a small town or a major city. As long as you have a stable internet connection, you can apply for jobs anywhere in the world. This also means that you're no longer limited by the job market in your immediate area. If you're having trouble finding suitable roles in your city, you can expand your search to other regions or even other countries. So how do you stand out in this global talent pool and make a lasting impression on potential employers? It's all about showcasing your unique skills, experiences, and perspectives. First and foremost, make sure your online presence is top-notch. Your LinkedIn profile, portfolio website, and even your GitHub contributions are your digital resume in the remote work world. Secondly, highlight your ability to work independently and as part of a remote team. Remote work requires a different set of skills than traditional office work, such as strong communication, time management, and self-motivation. If you have experience working remotely, make sure to emphasize those skills in your resume and cover letter. So, there you have it. A breakdown of why getting a software developer job in 2024 might feel like navigating a minefield. The good news is, with the right mindset, preparation, and a healthy dose of persistence, you can conquer this challenging landscape and land your dream job. Keep honing your skills, building your network, and showcasing your value to potential employers. That's all for today. If you like videos like these, be sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on tech news and tutorials. Check out the crash courses and tutorials on our channel to keep your coding skills sharp. We'll see you in the next one.